Carbon credits. Carbon credits are the most exciting aspect of EV charging, and not a lot of people know about them. I've been looking forward to doing a video on carbon credits since before I even started my channel, but whatever, the industry is still brand new, and honestly, it's the Wild West out there. If you're interested in following the journey and learning alongside with me, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more. All right, with that out of the way, let's dive in. We all know most governments are making pretty big moves to shift the economy towards a greener future. One of the priorities at the top of the list is to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide or CO2 emitted into the environment. For a frame of reference, one carbon credit equals 1 metric ton of carbon dioxide. Just keep that in mind. All right, so let's apply this to a business. Think of a big business, like a multinational corporation. Most businesses are going to have some form of impact on the environment, whether big or small. The government is now taxing businesses that are emitting high volumes of CO2 emissions into the environment. At the end of the year, they calculate the amount of metric tons a business has emitted into the environment, and they tax them on that amount. And taxes are expensive. Nobody really wants to pay these taxes. So what's a way around this? Well, this is where carbon credits come in. Instead of paying the giant tax on that 1 metric ton that your business released into the environment, you can offset this with one carbon credit. And the cost of the carbon credit is going to be substantially lower than the tax that you would have had to pay for the amount of CO2 that you emitted into the environment. But how are these carbon credits created? Where do you get them from? So we just use an example of a environmentally unfriendly business that is in need of carbon credits to offset their taxes. But there's also very many businesses that are healthy for the environment or more green businesses. And because these businesses don't emit CO2 into the environment, they are able to generate carbon credits or collect carbon credits. And this is where the supply and the demand comes in. To take this example even further, let's say there was this monster gas company, which wasn't very good for the environment and was emitting lots of CO2 into the environment every year. And then there was this solar panel company that was very green and wasn't really using any of their carbon credits. They could, in theory, sell their carbon credits that they have to this monster gas company for a profit. And there are a few ways that carbon credits are created, and EV chargers are actually one of them. Now, that may not be the most eloquent example of carbon credits, but I hope it just gives you a brief understanding of how they work. Okay, so when it comes to EV chargers, let's say you owned a business or lived in a strata building that had a bunch of EV chargers. Every kilowatt that flows through those EV chargers is accumulated and can be added up and applied to the government for carbon credits. Right now, I believe about 1,000 kilowatts will equal one carbon credit. This is also referred to as a megawatt. Right now, as of 2024, a carbon credit is worth roughly $500. And carbon credits can be traded similarly to almost like a stock on a platform called the LCFC. And again, it's all about supply and demand. So as these businesses are going to demand more of these carbon credits, the price, the value of these carbon credits is just going to continue to rise. There's a super rough explanation of carbon credits. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help. And I appreciate you checking in. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.